Hey everyone, welcome to AskReddit Reads. Today's topic is what is the most terrifying creature on Earth. Let's get into it. Pork tapeworms, which can cause neurocystic cirrhosis, just fills your brain with holes. Hey, I have this. AMA. Hi, do you know how you got it? And what's the treatment like? Taco Bell, when I was about 6. I was vomiting all night, and less than a week later I had my first seizure. Went to a neurologist and had an MRI. Tapeworm ended up dying and calcifying, but it's still on the right side of my brain. I'm 27 now and haven't had seizures in about 6 years. I was on Depakote and Lamictal, and I was in and out of hospitals and machines for years. Grizzly bears, they can run up to 30 miles per hour and maintain that speed for a long time. They can also swim and climb. They can kill a moose with one swipe. They also will not kill you before eating you. So fuck a moose, fuck Bigfoot, watch out for grizzly bears. Mosquitoes. They are silent and invisible killers. Not all of them, but you can tell which ones are. They have killed more humans throughout history than anything else. My mom. She remembers every single thing you've ever done, tells them in a way that makes her the poor victim, and you the heartless culprit, and spends 2 hours doing this whenever you disagree with her on anything, and don't you even dare interrupting her, you ungrateful asshole. Wawas. They contain the most evil energy of any creature in all the known existence. Blue-ringed octopus, found in what's left of the Great Barrier Reef. Its tentacles contain a venom that can kill an adult man in about 15 minutes. The tetrodotoxin is in their saliva, which is delivered when they bite with their beak, which they only do when threatened and handled. 15 minutes is not a likely time frame. TTX is also found in pufferfish and several salamander species in the Pacific Northwest. Source: I'm a PhD candidate studying venoms. You can get leprosy from touching an armadillo. That's kinda crazy. The platypus. Its stings just hurt you forever to the point that most people ask for the limb to be removed so the pain stops. But they also saved the world from mad scientists, a fair trade. He also happens to be a semi-aquatic egg-laying mammal of action. Wasps, though. Hate those bastards. Crocodile. They have not changed in the last 200 million years because they are the perfect predator. We are marathon hunters. What other animal hunts you relentlessly until you escape, just to track you down to your resting place and continue to hunt you? A dedicated and skilled human can hunt and track its prey for days to weeks. We took a natural predator, wolves, decided to capture and systematically breed them to the point where they serve us as loyal companions. As every other animal on the planet, we must appear freakish and terrifying. No fur, we walk on 2 legs even though our front appendages are long enough to use as feet, and we cover ourselves in layers of material, often the flesh of other animals, to keep our furless bodies warm. I was in Kenya, and I met an old Maasai man who was telling me the dangers of lions and elephants. I asked, what animals should we be most afraid of? He replied, not elephants, not lions. The animal to fear most is the Kenyan police. Got shook down 3 times at gunpoint for money. You pay fine in cash now. By corrupt cops in 3 weeks. Fucking scary. They do stalk around like hungry jackals, but jackals with AKs. Komodo dragon. The idea of something poisoning me and then following me around until I die, just so it can eat me, is terrifying. And their mouths are absolutely disgusting. All the bacteria and diseases carried in that thing makes my skin crawl. Can't decide between a sperm whale, a great white shark, and a bluefin tuna. A sperm whale can kill you by accident just by speaking to you or around you, no joke. Their clicks are so loud the sound waves literally destroy the tissue inside your body and worse. It's super dangerous and risky to study them. Because of this, they like to talk to us and each other as they are curious. Though some can be mean and deadly, others can be quite sweet, so it's unfortunate. A great white shark, because they attack so fast, it takes those special crash test cameras just to capture their attack. Chances are, if you see a great white shark just ambling around in the ocean, it doesn't want to eat you, because you would have been dead in less than a second if it wanted to. So there's some peace of mind for that. However, you don't want to stick around for it to change its mind either. A bluefin tuna. Why the fuck do we hunt these bastards? These things are the size of prehistoric monsters. It's so much bigger than you think, like a truck, and they can go over 60 miles an hour. They are insanely powerful. If you were to unfortunately get in the way of a tuna horde while you were being hunted by great white sharks, you'd be sliced in fucking half at their sheer speed of them hitting you. Scary true story here. My professor went to study tuna during their peak hunting season, when the tuna are being chased by great whites, and the boats on the water are specifically rigged like nothing else just to catch this powerful tuna. There was a guy controlling a super rod strapped to a powerful chair, which was attached to an intense looking boat. When a tuna caught the line, it fucking ripped him the rod, the chair, and part of the goddamn metal boat it was all attached to out into the water. They saw him dragged for only seconds before he and all the metal was taken under. They found the guy 3 days later washed up on shore, still in the chair with a dead tuna, not even full size, that ran out of strength, pulling the whole thing. The tuna even had a bite out of it when it was linked to the great white. Unsurprisingly, as it was slowed down and became a target by what it had been dragging. If that's not a terrifyingly hardcore bodybuilder of a horror fish, I don't know what is. The evangelical. Dumb as fuck. Terrified of its own shadow and willing to murder the entire planet in order to maintain its own supremacy. You wouldn't think it, but dragonflies. They are the most successful hunter on Earth with a 95% success rate. Put that in perspective, most big cats have successful hunts around 20 to 30% of the time. Even packs of dogs can get maybe 67%. Imagine every fear you've ever had about being hunted, every movie you've seen, imagine all the close calls you know of, or what it would be like running from the kind of killing machine that can find you in the dark and has a mouth bigger than your head. Now imagine it moves with laser-like precision, can fly in the air, and always fucking kills. Remember the big scary fish in Finding Nemo? I'd say the angler is pretty high up there. Fish that live at the bottom of the ocean are terrifying in general. Those can survive in the most hostile places. Anglers are scary looking but not large, ranging between 1.5 to 5 inches. That's mad. I literally read an article on how they could grow up to 3 feet, but you're right, generally they're quite small and utterly terrifying. Bedbugs. Not to be cliche, but I can't believe this is so far down. I used to think mosquitoes were the worst. Then I found out about wood ticks. Where I live, you don't get sick from mosquito bite, it just itches, whereas ticks are creepy motherfuckers that live in your body until they live from your body. There can be many ticks on you after a day in the woods. You never stop feeling them crawling on you, even when there are no ticks. Certain invisible little ticks can make you sick, but you can just avoid the woods and go about your life. Bedbugs are parasites that can find their way into your home at any time. They do the whole tick/mosquito thing to the nth degree. They hide in your home, feed on you while you sleep, and leave the itchiest bites wherever they decide to feed. You can have embarrassing bites on your face, or you could have the deepest, excruciatingly itchy bites on the thick parts of your feet. They're hard to find and don't feed every single night. If they're easy to find, there's so many that you're fucked. You may think you have a spider bite or something, and that it's one off, but they will return. As you come to realize that there's a problem that won't go away, they're multiplying. You realize it's bedbugs, and you deep clean. You destroy everyone you find and search top to bottom. You think it's over, you spend extra time each night making sure, you sleep in the cleanest bed you've ever made, nothing happens. You think you're done. You go about your life, there's no sign of bites, still you question every itch, bump, or blemish. So far so good. Then one day you have a little itch, and you know as soon as you scratch it, you've gotten bitten again. 3 fucking bites, and a week before it's gonna stop driving you nuts, physically, and a lifetime before you've ever right mentally. Have you ever heard of the cave cricket? They're common here in North Carolina during the summer, and they're absolutely nightmare fuel for someone who hates insects or spiders. Thank you for listening, everyone. Seeing this is my first video, I made it kind of short just to test the waters. If you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing. I'll be uploading daily. And I hope to see you in the next one.